Good morning, guys. I'm doing a voiceover because I don't want to wake up my daughter because I need this time to myself. So I want to talk all about my 2024 habits. If you saw my last video, we talked all about my plan for 2024, but this is the habits. And one of them is actually a continued one from 2023, and that's waking up before my daughter. And that's why we're doing a voiceover, because sometimes she hears me in the kitchen and she's like, "Mama?" And I'm like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing up?" So it's very important that Mama gets, 20 to 30 minutes alone, have my coffee, have some water, and then play with my daughter because the girl loves to play. So I'm making my oat milk latte, which gives me so much joy. Don't take away oat milk from me. I'm obsessed. So right after I filmed that part, Violet woke up and we cuddled. I had my coffee with her on the couch, and now her and Jared went out for a little outing, and I am staying back to do all the things. And by a little outing, they're gonna be gone for like 30 minutes. So I kind of gotta hustle. Episode 2 of Back to the Basics Abundant Girl Era. This is my 2024 series, and I will leave episode 1 down below. Definitely check out episode 1 because it kind of like goes over like how I design my life for the new year and all my different categories. But this video is the habits, and you guys can see them in action, whereas my last video was just like talking about them, but now you can actually see them. One of the things that I'm doing for 2024 is juicing, and juicing is a ton of work. Let me tell you, because right now what I'm doing is I'm unloading the dishwasher, which I would be doing anyway, but there wouldn't be like this huge rush to get it done. There's a couple dishes in the sink right now. I want to move them into the dishwasher. That way when I'm done juicing, I can immediately start taking apart the juicer, clean it, and put it back. I've gotten like super fast at it though. But yeah, basically you don't want to have any dishes in the sink when you're juicing so that you can get right to cleaning, get that over with. Juicing has done amazing things for me. Like back in like 2018, I started reading about Medical Medium, and he talks a lot about the benefits of juicing. His big claim to fame is celery juice. I think a lot of people have heard about him, but have heard about the celery juice. I remember the one year he was really popular and you literally couldn't find celery in the grocery store because of him. I don't just juice celery, I do just celery. Some days I do I call them fun juices, where there's like fruits and vegetables. A big reason why I'm getting back into juicing is it's so many vitamins and minerals at one time, so it's like less vitamins I have to take, and 2, it removes toxins from your body. So at the end of 2023, I was having a lot of issues with my period just not being regular. It was really starting to bother me because I would just get it randomly. Like one day I randomly got it at tennis in my white outfit, and I had no indication that I was getting my period. It would also affect things like my mood. I've done a lot of things to get to be regular, but juicing has really helped because juicing removes toxins from your bodies. So this is everything we are juicing today. And you guys are actually seeing my full routine of washing it all, because normally I have this washed ahead of time, but we literally just got all of this stuff. So we're doing beets, celery, carrots, cucumber, green apple, lemon, ginger. Break it up so it's not this big daunting task. Like don't follow what I'm doing and do the dishes at once and the cleaning and everything, or else you won't stick with juicing. So I'm going to do my apple cider like vinegar rinse. Start washing these. I've actually never done this exact blend, but what I was saying on Instagram is I'm doing all this today, and then I'm making 2 juices, one for today and one for tomorrow. So tomorrow I don't have to do anything. It's also really cool that my daughter will try some of the juices, so she'll be introduced to the veggies that she wouldn't normally eat because they're green. It's funny because she was like, "Can you make me a sweet one?" So I did apple, orange, and then I snuck in celery, and she saw me and she was like, "What was that green stuff?" Actually a lot of carrots. I don't know if I'll juice all the carrots. I might go put some back, and then the next time will be easy because I won't have anything to wash. Then I roughly chop everything up. Doesn't have to be perfect. There's my ginger, beets, celery, lemon. I do the whole thing. Same with the cucumber. Now we juice. You're like, do we do it now? Now we do it. So this juicer does not intimidate me at all. Let me just make sure all the pieces are right. Got my big tray. You guys can hear it's like loud. Okay, here we go. Look at how much juice we got all the way to the top. I don't always get that. Sometimes it's just like here, depending on like what I'm juicing.
Everything is going to be alright. Sometimes I get a little shy when I meet a dear.
It's actually pretty good. I thought it was going to be like bitter because there's only one green apple, but it's delicious. This is my routine. I make a juice for myself for that day, a little bit for Jer. He's just going to have like a little shot of it. And then I make my juice for tomorrow. And basically, if you're doing this, you just want to seal it shut and it's good for one day. So I'll have that tomorrow morning. Then I have to clean everything. So this is the part of juicing that people always talk about hating, and that's cleaning the juicer. And I think it discourages people from getting a juicer and doing all this, but I swear, if you just do it right away, it's super quick and easy. This is the last piece, and we are done cleaning it. After I make my juice, my second habit is I get up on my stool, I take vitamins, and this year, this is our habit, is to be organized with our vitamins. How this used to look was, I have liquid tinctures, Jared has some vitamins, I have some vitamins, he has his AG1, I have my probiotic, honey, hot chocolate, all of that, right? It used to just be covered in this area, so you were constantly looking behind like, okay, where's my vitamin this? Where's this? And then one time we broke a tincture and I was so mad because, you know, this stuff is expensive. So this here, I use them in the kitchen. So I have them in here. Lemon balm, my ashwagandha, and my seed. And then I take seed, which is a pre and probiotic. I take 2. Sometimes I take it before my juice, and then sometimes I take it after. Seed recommends you take their daily symbiotic, a pre and probiotic. They recommend you take it on an empty stomach. I've literally been taking this since 2021. This is something that I'm really proud of because I've been so consistent with it. By the way, as I'm doing this routine, I'm taking care of my daughter. She's playing dinosaurs, but I like took a little break, played dinosaurs, started her breakfast. Like, it's not just like in the kitchen working on myself for this long a time. I just want to throw that out there because as a mom, like when I watch stuff, I'm like, where do you find the time? I take 2 capsules, and with all that I'm doing for my health, it's one less thing that I have to do because it's my pre and probiotic all in one capsule that's actually designed to fight through your stomach acid and get to your gut. Seeds Daily Symbiotic has helped me so much. So some of the things that I think it's really improved on for me, especially since I've taken it since 2021, so it's a long time to see, is that I actually have my period right now and you would not know. Normally here, broken out. Remember on my YouTube channel, I'd be like, oh, I have my period. I got my Gary pimple right there. I always named him Gary because he was huge. He was like a planet. I don't get that anymore. I'm also very regular. TMI, we're gonna talk about it. I'm very regular. Staying regular and cleaning everything out is another way to clear toxins from your body. So you wanna keep everything moving. If you guys wanna check it out, I will leave a link down below as well as my code. SAMO25 will get you 25% off your first month supply of seed. Good morning. From my messy car. We got Ariel and some shoes. Good morning. We are going to Pilates together. I do Lagree Pilates and it is the hardest thing ever. It's such small micro movements and you're just like, your body is shaking the entire time. And I started making my reformer just a little bit heavier because this is my second year doing it. I think so. Or third? No, I think second.
It's going to be right the moment before you start to extend it. 7, 6, 5. So shoulders back. Look forward. Keep the heart side.
And the last new habit of 2024 is to think and feel abundant. And for me to think and feel abundant, I have to reduce stress. Stress and worrying and feeling anxious is the opposite of feeling abundant. So I have to actively do things that are going to make me feel at ease and stress-free, and that way we're free-flowing so that we can feel abundant. For me, that's walking to the beach. We literally bought this house because it was in walking distance to the beach, and we need to take advantage of that a lot more than we do. And then cooking. I love just being in the kitchen, not really following a recipe, and cooking. This night I was making meatballs and just having fun, and it really is a big stress reliever for me. Okay, I just got a fresh blowout, and I want to share my little secret with you guys. Drinking an iced oat matcha latte with, this is how I order it. No, I used to order it with sweetener, like vanilla or something. Now I just order it plain with oat milk, cinnamon, and a touch of honey. And every time I ask somebody to do this to my hair, they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, I am positive. Let me turn my car off. You know what, I better roll the window down. It's so nice out today, it's not hot. So I asked her to curl these two front pieces towards my face, and then the next one's directly behind it away, and then towards and away. So you're alternating. But this is the crazy part, is that the two front pieces I want towards my face, even though everybody thinks you want to curl them away. And I just think for my face shape, they kind of like fall and bounce, and it kind of like outlines your face. Because I always wondered, you know, you'd see like hair commercials and hair ads, and the curls just always like frame their face. That's how you do it. So anyway, I wanted to end this video with a chit chat, because something that I think is really powerful that I keep saying to myself, like anytime I'm like, oh, I'm so excited about my new habits, or I'm so excited about my new goals, and just, you know, the new year, I always remind myself, Sam, it's not new year, new you, it's new year, fresh start. And when I put it that way, it just feels very realistic, and it feels like it's gonna happen, because so many people will say like, I don't like New Year's goals because you can't be a new you in like a month, right? People kind of get stuck on that, like, well, New Year's goals don't work, like this is so cheesy and all of that. But how you need to look at it is new year, fresh start. So I love that feeling, almost like a Sunday reset, and you're like, you know what, this week, I don't care what happened last week. Maybe last week I didn't do my best, but this is such a fresh start. New year is the ultimate reset. So in this video, you guys saw my new habits, and some of them are a little challenging, like the juicer and, you know, cleaning the juice. Like just the idea right before juicing could be a little daunting, because I'm like, I also have to make Violet breakfast and then clean this all up, and while you're designing your life and the habits you want to start. So number one, 2024 is not new year, new you, it's new year, fresh start. So I want you to go into it like this is the ultimate reset. And when you go into it like that, you're more likely to stick with it, because if you tell yourself it's the new you, you're like, I already skipped my workout class, so I guess I'm just the same old me. And it's like, no, you're not. Try again tomorrow. You know what I mean? Number two, when you are designing your next level self, I wrote this down in my notes, really visualize who you want to be. So I'm currently setting myself up with like the habits you guys saw today. I'm setting myself up for in 3 months. So in 3 months, I'm going to look and feel completely different than I do now, because the habits that I'm doing in 3 months is when I'm going to really see the difference. I just picture with all this juicing, my skin's gonna be glowing and might drop a couple pounds, and mentally feel really good, and physically feel really strong from my Pilates classes. And think about it, when you're in a good place mentally, you can brush stuff off your shoulders. Like, think about when you're so excited about a new habit and you go and call a friend and tell them about it, or a neighbor, whoever, and the first thing they say is, oh, I've tried that, it didn't work. I've tried that, I didn't see results. And you're just like, oh, okay, but you were really excited about it, and then it makes you second guess yourself. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna be mentally and physically strong. I also think it kind of takes the pressure off when you tell yourself, I'm setting myself up a better version of myself in 3 months, because if you tell yourself I'm setting myself up for a better version of me right now, there's just a lot of pressure when you think you have to do everything right now. No, you're planting the seeds right now for in 3 months. In 3 months, we're going to be like, wow, I am so glad I put in that work in January, because now I'm seeing the results. Keep hitting the snooze button, and you want to start waking up early. It takes 3 months to break a habit. I love giving myself 3 months for that exact reason, because it takes 3 months to break a habit. But it's a realistic time frame, but it's not too far into the future. If I say, okay, this time next year, I'm gonna be a better version of myself. Okay, well, in a month, I'm gonna kind of lose momentum, right? Because it's like, ugh, next year feels so long. Whereas 3 months, it's like kind of exciting. That is everything for this video. Make sure you check out Seed. I will leave my code and everything down below. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.